my take on homelessness, yeah. From the start, let's start from the start. Why do you become homeless? There are many situations. I'm not saying these are the only situations you can become homeless. You grew up in a rough environment. You grew up in a rough house. You got kicked out of the house and you become homeless. But I'll be real. Like, I think there's a lot of help for homelessness, but there's not a lot of help at the same time. Because especially in a country like the UK where we're so developed, I reckon there should be more help. I reckon, like, when you're homeless, say, you should just call up the police and then say, yo, I'm homeless right now, pattern me a shelter. And I think the police should do that, but I think the police don't do that. I know for a fact the police don't do that. The police aren't useful like that, but very, very useful in other ways. But police are just there to solve crime, I guess. But yeah, you get kicked out, you get evicted from your house and you have no money, you become homeless. Or I think it's drug addiction. But yeah, so yeah, my take on homelessness, I think every person should have an opportunity. Like, I think homeless shelters, like, a homeless guy could go to a homeless shelter and he can get stay, and he can, like, help them, and like the homeless shelter people can help him bring him up again, if you know what I mean. But that's what I don't think that happens, you know, because if that didn't happen, there wouldn't be any homeless people on the street. But I'm pretty sure it's due to drug addiction and alcohol addiction. And yeah, it's a sad thing, addiction. For me personally, addiction is something it's a mentality issue. I'll be real, because if one day, say I'm addicted to alcohol, one day I'm gonna be like, nah, I don't like this life. I'm gonna stop being addicted to alcohol, and then that addiction will stop. But for the homeless people with drugs and alcohol, I'm not trying to be insensitive here, but I'm just taking my take on it. It is really hard for them, I guess, because I'll be real, I haven't tried like the hardcore drugs they do, but they must be like they must be like really good if they're getting addicted to that. Even alcohol, I don't get how you get addicted to alcohol, I'll be real, because the feeling is not good being drunk. I'll be real, you just feel like out of it, if you know what I mean. But out of it in a bad way. I'm guessing with all the other drugs they're doing, they're gonna feel out of it in a good way. But I get addiction. But I do think the homeless shelter should help them either way. Even if they're sniffing in the homeless shelter, I do reckon they should get the help in the homeless shelter and like slowly stop being addicted. But yeah, mums, I think homelessness is an issue that could be solved so easily. Yeah, if like there was more like investment into it, like there's investment in like public transport, which there isn't, to be fair, but investment in other sectors, I reckon homelessness could just be wiped out. As soon as a government official's walking through the streets and see a homeless guy, say, yo, come with me, I'm gonna stop you being homeless, if you know what I mean. Like that's how you solve it. But another one, giving food to homeless people, I think it's a good thing, but I don't think giving money to homeless people is good, because obviously we're just gonna buy the stuff, innit? But I think but I'll be real, sometimes I do think, why can't these guys get themselves up on their own feet? I'm not trying to be insensitive again, but mums, like, how do you enjoy being homeless? I don't get how you would enjoy being homeless in general, but some of these guys enjoy it. But yeah, that's my take. But never give money to a homeless guy, always offer to buy him lunch. That's my take though, man.